Countdown for blast off. X minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire.
Welcome to Lord Blood-Rah's nerve-wracking theater.
Ah, my lords and ladies, geeks, geekerellas, geekulas, and geekeritas. I am Lord Blood-Rah, and this is Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin' Theater. And tonight, my lords and ladies, we're going to do something a little different. In this hat, I have 3 movie titles. And what I'm going to do is mix them up, pick one at random, and that is the movie we're going to see tonight. Okay? Are you ready? And tonight's movie is from 1952. It's the British horror comedy My Son the Vampire, starring Bela Lugosi. And my lords and ladies, I have a confession for you. Well, 2 confessions, in fact. First, the 3 movie titles in that hat were My Son the Vampire, Vampire Over London, and Mother Riley Meets the Vampire. And my second confession, they are all the same movie. You see, tonight's film was part of the Old Mother Riley series of British comedy films. More on that later. And it was released under the title Vampire Over London, maybe to kind of extend its popularity, I don't know. And when it was released, it bombed. So, they re-released it under the title Mother Riley Meets the Vampire to tie into the series that it's already part of. And it was still a bomb. This movie did not come to America until 1963, 6 years after Bela Lugosi died. And it was retitled yet again to tie into the latest album of a comedy folk singer who was very popular at the time, named Alan Sherman. I am not kidding you. In fact, Alan Sherman wrote the title for the re-release of the movie.
My Son the Vampire.
And that's all we can play for you due to copyright restrictions. Well, my lords and ladies, without further ado, I give to you My Son the Vampire, no matter what the title card says.
everything fixed.
Where's my luggage?
I'll be with you in a few minutes.
Miss Julia Loretti, I believe.
Yes?
I am from the ministry. My car is waiting to take you to your hotel.
Look,
This way, please.
you will excuse me, but I thought...
Everything is taken care of. In here, please.
Did you say you're from the ministry?
Yes, that is right.
I did not know they had foreigners in the British ministry.
Oh, my dear Miss Loretti, this is the foreign ministry. Come on, in here, please.
Excuse me. Hey, stop that car!
Read all about it. Vampires to the lodge. Thank you, sir. Vampires to the lodge. Light extra. Light extra. Vampires to the lodge.
Good morning, sir.
Sit down, gentlemen. I just received this cable from the Bosniak police. I will read it to you. Scientist calling himself a vampire is a man named von Husen, born in Bosniak in 1894. He is the descendant of Baron von Husen, whom legend immortalized as a vampire. For reasons of his own, von Husen claims to be an earthly reproduction of his notorious ancestor, owing his continual existence to the consumption of human blood. Needless to say, there is not the faintest vestige of truth in his claim. But it is not denied that he is a scientist of considerable repute, and his activities should be restrained.
Restrained? That's putting it pretty mild, isn't it, sir? 30 women have disappeared from the London area in the last 6 weeks, sir.
And 6 weeks ago, Van Hoosen is believed to have arrived in this country.
That's quite true, but I think the connection is coincidental. Personally, I believe we are dealing with a dangerous character. Not for what he claims to be, but for what he is. A fanatical scientist with a stupid gang of men who have allowed themselves to be mesmerized by legend.
What about this girl, Julia Loretti?
It looks to me as though she may be of particular interest to Van Hoosen. She was bringing to this country a chart showing an important uranium deposit in South America. I expect Van Hoosen would like to get his hands on that.
Here is the police bulletin. There is still no clue as to the whereabouts of Miss Julia Loretti, daughter of the famous Italian scientist Germino Loretti. Miss Loretti arrived in this country this afternoon and is believed to have been kidnapped by agents of the mysterious scientist known as the Vampire, whose suspected presence in England is causing widespread alarm.
I still want me rent. The rent. The thing they can't export and won't deport.
Put out a box of matches, dear, and a little drop of,
8 weeks rent. Come on, hand it over.
Shame on him for worrying you, Mrs. Rowley. He's an old vampire.
You're telling me. And to think I let that man have 2 penny worth of gum and rations from under the counter. And it's still 8 weeks. You're a poor creature. A poor creature.
Could I just have a box of matches, dear?
Hey, up or clear out. Did you hear what he said? Did you take a note of that?
Cut the cackle.
I'll come back later for the
You know what?
Not me eggs, ducks.
Yes, ducks, but they're not ducklings. They're headaches. Sherry's not laying today. It's molting.
Let's see.
You
Read all about it. Vampire claims a new victim. Vampire strikes again.
Hush.
Vampire strikes again. Read all about it. Vampire claims a new
A
victim.
vampire. It must mean you.
Haven't you been following it in the papers? This is the 5th victim, this is.
It could be any of us next.
Any of us.
Yes, it could even be you.
Me? What does he do with his victims?
He drinks their blood.
Drinks their blood.
Every drop.
Every drop.
Every drop.
What a thirst.
Yes, and he only picks beautiful, young, unattached girls.
That's us.
Oh, don't talk a lot of nonsense. What could he expect to find on a scraggy lot of old boiling fowls like you? Not even feathers.
Mr. Man, Your manners are positively disgusterating, ain't they, girls?
What there is of them. Pity the vampire didn't spirit you away where you can't go pestering decent folk.
Well, I'm only doing my duty, no more or no less. And if everyone did their duty as good as I do, I wouldn't have to go round flicking them out on their ear for trying to live rent-free. You're a blood... And what do you think you are, eh? You're a parasite, that's what you are. You're as brazen as they come. Are you ashamed for owing me the money that you can't pay me? No. Well, I'm asking you, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Not a thing.
Some people have a fit when the rent comes due. Some people do a flit.
You'll do 6 months too.
I won't do either. That's on the pool. When the rent collector calls, this is what I do. I lift up my finger and I say, tweet, tweet, shush, shush. Now, come, come. You don't need to linger, go away too sweet. Shush, shush. Now, come, come. Do I want to bite or threaten to bite? Do I bang you like a drum? No. I lift up my finger and I say, tweet, tweet, shush, shush. Now, come, come.
Don't come that line with me. It has no effect.
He didn't come to take, he came to collect. Poor Mother Hubbard, what would she do? I'm so broke I haven't got a bone to throw at you. So lift up your finger and we say tweet, tweet, shush, shush, now, come, come. You don't need to linger, go away too sweet. Shush, shush, now, come, come. If I had one wish, it's you that I wish, and I only use my thumb. So lift up your finger and we say tweet, tweet, shush, shush, now, come, come.
Sucker, that's what you are. You out-vamp the vampire. Oh.
What about my little? You know, I haven't had any of it yet.
Come back with him shut.
If you haven't got any eggs, I'll have the chicken.
What about my rent?
Telegram for Mrs. Riley.
Telegram? Now, who'll be sending me a telegram? Well, open it up, open it up. Can't open it up, why can't you? Not stuff down. Oh,
You know, I'm going to have to check my records on this, but I think that might be the very first full-fledged musical number we've ever had here in the Nerve-Wrackin' Theater. Anyway, that's Arthur Lucan there as Old Mother Riley, a character he created way back in the 1930s. He played Old Mother Riley on stage, on radio, and in 16 feature films. In fact, Old Mother Riley may be the very first sustaining drag character, man dressed as a woman, to be popular with mass audiences. Arthur Lucan died in 1954, but at the time of his death, he was scheduled to star in the 17th Old Mother Riley film, Old Mother Riley's Trip to Mars. One can only imagine. We'll be right back. Do you love horror, science fiction, B-movies, horror hosts, old-time radio, just plain spooky stuff? Then you should sign up at patreon.com/Lord Blood-Rah. You'll be supporting the production of Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin' Theater, presenting the best, worst, and wildest horror films ever made. Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin' Auditorium, featuring the best of old-time radio horror. Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour, showing classic 1950s sci-fi shows for Star Cadets of all ages. Plus, you'll get exclusive access to bonus content like Behind the Curtains of the Nerve-Wrackin' Auditorium, a deep dive into radio horror. Lord Blood-Rah's B-movie reviews, a look at a classic low-budget drive-in feature, and much more. Sign up today at patreon.com/Lord Blood-Rah for the love of horror.
Instructions are to prepare for an attack by an unknown enemy.
That's what he meant.
are, anyway?
Answer me, or I destroy you.
Up.
There's something behind this, something we don't understand. The weapon he uses, it's unheard of. Blasting flesh right off the bones.
Master control to fleet, set flight pattern to -0.08. Increase speed.
They're coming right at us! Get down inside the cave!
Now back to My Son the Vampire, as old Mother Riley is about to read the mysterious telegram. Well, actually, I guess all telegrams are mysterious until you open them. Oh, and for you kids out there, telegrams were emails that were delivered on paper by underpaid, underaged boys.
Is there any answer, Mum? No, there ain't. And if there was, I wouldn't tell you.
What time shall I come back for, you know?
Come on, open it up. Let's see what it's... Aren't you the nosy Parker?
Bad news, Dax?
Not at all. It's from Ireland. And it tells me that my Uncle Jeremiah's died and left me the whole of his fortune. A fat lot of fortune she'll ever get. Come on, let's see what it says. Here, give me that back. Give me that back. You're reading me stable information. Give me telegram back.
Well, stone the crows. Listen to this. Uncle Jeremiah's will found yesterday. He has willed everything to you.
Including the family plane. I'm dispatching it today.
Well, where is the dear old lady?
She's doing there. Come on, give us a hand. That's right. Oh, that's right. Take it easy. Get something to dust it off with. Stop it. It reminds me of an English summer.
Good evening, Frida.
Good evening. You had better go to the master, Hitchcock. He will be rising shortly.
At once, Frida. At once.
Did give me a turn.
Oh, sorry, Jill. Bit late tonight, aren't you, Jill?
Well, I've been to the pictures.
Anything good?
Humphrey Bogart. Oh, I do think he's lovely.
Wouldn't let some of them movie stars do spoil night work.
Well, they do, by all accounts.
Creepy sort of joint, this, isn't it? Very damp. What's the matter?
So you've noticed it, too?
Noticed what?
This place, you said it was creepy. Oh, I do feel peculiar.
Where?
I mean about this place. I think they've all gone loopy in there.
Ah, don't be silly, Tilly.
I trust you rested well, Master.
Very well, Hitchcock. Now on. There will be little rest for any of us.
Will you be working in the laboratory tonight, Master?
Of course.
Master.
Yes?
I'm curious to know why you always sleep in your evening clothes.
Very early.
Yes, Master.
I was buried in them.
Sleeps in a coffin? Don't be daft.
Tell you he does. I've seen it.
Where?
In his bedroom. He hasn't got a bed in there. He's only got a coffin.
Listen, my old Aunt Agatha likes sleeping in a rocking chair. There's nothing unusual about that. The old boy prefers a coffin. Well, that's his funeral.
Funeral?
Now, look here, let me tell you something. Don't go poking your nose into other people's business, because it only causes trouble. And trouble's the one thing we all want to avoid.
What's that? I don't know, but I'll catch it if they find you hanging around.
Where is the master, my dear Frida?
I think it's...
Have you brought Miss Loretti?
No, master. There is a general alarm. It was not safe to bring her straight away.
So?
I will bring her later, in the usual way.
That is good.
Unfortunately, she appears to have conducted a romance during the voyage with the British naval. We had to take the young man, too.
Is she attractive?
Oh, she seemed to have everything in the right place.
Good, very good.
All right, all right. Leave us, Hitchcock. My dear Anton, the time has come when I have to acquaint you with my latest achievements and my future plans.
I am honored, master.
Until now, I have existed in the minds of the people as a legend. A vampire created by evil.
But the years have not been wasted, master. Your long life has allowed you to outstrip the forces of science.
I know. Now at last, I, Van Hoosen, am ready to fulfill my destiny. I have created weapons by which the armies and machines of our enemies can be destroyed. For instance, look at this, Anton. A turn of the dial. So, and 1,000 aeroplanes can be destroyed. Another turn, and 10 battleships can be blown up at sea.
Unbelievable. And what is this for?
This is the robot control. I intend to build 50,000 robots.
50,000?
Yeah.
But how many have you built so far?
One. To build the rest, I need an almost unlimited supply of uranium. And Miss Loretti is the key to that. And if I'm not mistaken, there's the news of my robot. Yes. It has left our secret factory in Ireland and arrived in Liverpool. It is being sent here by road. My friends, this is a great moment. Our victory is in sight.
You have chosen a queer nom de plume, Professor. Dr. Riley.
Chin. Yeah, we want some scorecards. That'll do. Go sit down, Bert. There, that's one it. Will you get up? Here we are, lads. Come on. We'll stick these rifles back. Hey, first, stick that in the case. Get the book to sing, otherwise. Come on, lads.
Packing case, Dr. Riley.
I will send somebody to help you.
Frida!
The robot has arrived. Tell Muncie to help the driver.
Good.
The robot is here, Master.
Wonderful. Excellent. Excellent.
Be careful. It is fragile.
Get up.
Fool!
Sorry, Gabby, let his end down.
It wasn't my fault. Who do you think I am?
Yes, Jackie's all right.
Never belong here.
It's all right, Philly. You can go.
But I was just gonna go.
That is enough.
What's that?
It is nothing. Go to the kitchen and stay there until I call for you.
Oh, all right.
Stop. It's enough. My friends, this is the greatest moment of my life. For the first time, you will see my finest creation, the perfect man-made man. No Frankenstein with all the weaknesses of the flesh. This electronic marvel is a super robot of all times. This indestructible god of man This great. What is this?
It must be human.
Have I gone insane? Is this a nightmare?
I'll bet Bela was asking himself that exact same question shortly before this movie was made. You see, the story goes that Bela was touring England in a very successful stage adaptation of Dracula in the early 1950s, when suddenly the producers declared bankruptcy, grabbed all the money, and ran, leaving the entire cast and crew stranded in England with no money to get home. Now, luckily, a producer friend of Bela's named Richard Gordon heard about Bela's problem and convinced the producers of the old Mother Riley movies that Bela would be the perfect villain for their upcoming film. They agreed, put Bela in the movie, and paid him $5,000. Here's a short clip from a shipboard interview with Bela Lugosi as he steamed home to America.
Tell us a little more about the picture that you made in England, Bela. What was the title of it?
Vampire over London. I played a scary part, and I was the cause to create comedy by scaring all the people around me. And it was rather a clever story, and I think they would laugh at it very much. It's going to sell in America, especially.
We'll be right back.
They walk among us. They look like us. They have a power far greater than we've ever seen before, and they have decided to destroy us. You have everything to look forward to, except tomorrow. End of the world.
Years away, I approach your planet. The birds of the air, the animals of the forest, they shall be my ears and my eyes. And because I see your most secret acts, you will know me as the beast with 1,000,000 eyes.
From worlds beyond comes a weird and wanton intelligence, a beast with 1,000,000 eyes, making of a woman's dog her attacker, setting afire flames of wild desire, making of a man's friend a violator of every code of decency, guilty of acts you'll never believe. See a man fight against supernatural forces for the girl he loves. See a beast with 1,000,000 eyes control a ship from outer space. One of the most fantastic terror thrills the screen has ever brought you. See the beast with 1,000,000 eyes.
As we return to My Son the Vampire, Bela asks the question that I'm sure all of us ask every single day.
Where is my robot? My beautiful robot!
Maybe it ran out of juice.
We are the victims of strange circumstances.
Listen, to Mrs. Riley, 14 Ration Row, SE 19. Dear Madam, as per your late uncle's will, we send herewith the family plate, etc. Yours faithfully, Fleesome, and Graham, solicitors.
Master, was that your nom de plume, Riley? Perhaps there has been some mistake. I see what you mean.
You mean a robot has gone to this Mrs. Riley?
Perhaps, yes. We must think. We must plan. Come.
Murray.
How much have I got?
Tons of room yet. Come on, Charlie.
me lovely shell cost you a pretty penny. Cost me a pretty penny? What are you talking about? It'll all go down in the rent. Wonder where it came from, and wonder who's for, and wonder what's inside it. I hope it's all right. Riley, that's me.
For you, special delivery.
Special delivery. That's why you put it through the window instead of putting it through the letterbox.
Couldn't get that through the letterbox.
Well, what is it anyway? I know. The family plate. What? Me fortune from me Uncle Jeremiah. Well, don't stand here. Get round there. Let's get it upstairs. Come on now, over there. Come on, give me a hand. Good old there. You got it. Up. Now this way. That's it. Forward. Through there. We'll never get up these stairs. The banister's in the way. Well, we'll soon put that right. Come on now. Over here. Now. Property. Don't put it down to me. I'll put it down to you, all right.
Pick your end up, Charlie.
Are you ready?
To you.
What happened? Steady on that. Take it easy. Now, mind, there you go. There, mind the paint on the door. Look what you're doing. It's quite simple. Get it round there. Come on. All round to the left. All together. We're nearly there. Forward, does it? Come on. Take it easy. Gently now. Yes. There you go. Right now. Steady. Gently. How are we going to open this thing? I get something. Who's got a knife? There it is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now that I'm a wealthy lady, I want to say that I forgive you all for the catty things you said about me. I also want to say that I forgive myself for casting aspersions upon your carriage. Yes, we know all about that, but we want to see what's in the box. And it'd better be good. That's a lot of damage to cough up. Here, be careful. Now, boys and girls, stand back and leave the rest to me. Now, come on, this way. Oh. Come on, don't be all day. It's true. Glory be, it's me Uncle Jeremiah. And look what they've done with him. They've canned him. And me without a tin open in the house. What's the matter with you? That's all it is, tin. I trouble you to treat the late departed with respect. What a sell.
I know, with our airs and graces.
This is the NBG.
It's nothing but a homemade toilet set, that's all it is. Have you seen it? Go on, get out, a lot of you. Go on, get out.
Listen to the news.
And another news. Let me have 5 minutes alone with this thieving, conniving old... Did you hear what he called me? That's reformation of character. Old, he called me. Me, that's in the prime of my life and the middle of me sorrow. I don't want any of this stuff moved. That crystal set might fetch a bit. So you'd flog me, Uncle Jeremiah, would you? You pink-eyed, blue-nosed bottleneck.
You're getting out of here tomorrow, and I'm coming round with an order of possession.
It was announced in Washington this afternoon.
What's that?
It was announced in Washington this afternoon.
Me, Henry Higgins, diddled by a done-up dog's dinner, done by a fickless old faggin, gypped by a ginned-up old... As we're talking personalities, I've a few things I'd like to say to you. You're a poor creature.
Here is a special announcement. Scotland Yard is now following up information which it is hoped will lead to the arrest of the person known as the vampire, whose identity remains a mystery. Speculation continues as to who will be the next victim.
Southeast 19, Master. 14 degrees.
Excellent, my dear Anton. We're dead on 14 Ration Row. Midnight. The van should be there by now. I think I'm in direct contact with the robot. I should get a reaction at any moment.
There's a response. We are in contact. Switch on to voice. I will give it instructions.
Master calling Robot Mark 1. Master calling Robot Mark 1. Can you hear me? Over. Excellent. Now listen to me carefully, Mark 1. You will go in search for the woman Riley. You will pick her up, but do not injure her.
You take
her to the pad outside the shop.
What are you doing here?
I just stopped for a rest.
I can't hang about. Come on, get moving.
Say, look here, copper.
Are you moving, or have I got to run you in? Now, make up your mind now.
You will keep hold of the woman until you're brought here. Now record instructions and signal. Right. Nothing can stop it now. My dear Anton, this is power.
Kaiser, put that mouse down. Uncle Jeremiah, this isn't my room. What do you want? Come in, I'll speak to you in the morning. I'll speak to you in the morning. Go back to your book. Go back to your books at once. I'll speak to you in the morning.
Sorry, boss. I had a scratch. The place was lousy with cops.
You imbecile! Quick, the local control. Mark 1, Mark 1. Can you hear me? This is the master.
Oh, good Jeremiah. What are you doing
Can I give you a lift, sir? By all manner of means. You all right? Oh, very well.
Larry!
From the exotic geisha houses of Tokyo to the back alleys of the Ginza Strip comes the terrifying news of a fiendish creature that threatens to destroy all who stand in his way. This is the frightening story of an American reporter in Tokyo who unwittingly became the victim of a shocking scientific experiment that turned him into a horrible mutant, half man, half monster, the Manster.
What happened?
He got away.
I think I know where he's going, to Taras. Follow me.
Right.
There's panic in the streets as the unheard of terror of a half man, half monster runs wild through the city.
There he goes!
Don't miss The Manster, a genuine thriller in the most frightening sense of the word.
We now return to My Son the Vampire, as the robot and old Mother Riley, stuffed in a sack, get a lift to the Master's mansion from the Monopoly guy.
Anton, I have done the impossible. I have created a robot with a living brain. It can think for itself. Mark 1. Can you hear me? Master calling Mark 1. Follow the beam. Is the beam set? Yes, Master. Mark 1 will follow it. Take over. Where do you want to go to?
Oh, take me back to court.
Court? Ah. That strikes a familiar note. You're sure you're still on the beam?
Yes, master. Wait, some fool has reversed.
Increase the arc. Make control.
Contact. We found him.
Yes. Mark 1. Mark 1. You're on the beam again. Now follow it home. Follow it home.
Drop me just round the bend, old man, will you? Thank you very much. That's jolly decent of you, sir. I didn't take you too far out of my way, did you, I hope?
It is underway. Anton, scatter the others around the house to help it when it arrives. I take the control. You should be here by dawn.
Yes, master. Master, I think there is something you should...
What is that, Anton?
It must be dawn breaking, master. He looks well, master, doesn't he? What is this?
Come to my laboratory.
Wonderful creation. Wonderful.
Every time a woman disappears now, it's attributed to the vampire.
And yet we don't even know for certain if the man really exists.
We're doing everything we can to trace him, sir. The entire force, down to the lowliest constable, is on its toes.
How's the woman, Riley?
She's quieter now. I've given her a sedative.
Good. This man of Miss Loretti's, for the time being, we must keep him locked up.
And what about Miss Loretti? She's lovely.
I'm going to deal with her when Anton brings her in the morning.
Will she be arriving with the dummies?
Of course. Do you wish to see Mrs. Riley?
Yeah.
Here is a chart.
A poor specimen. But the right group. An excellent vintage. Relish?
In the dining room.
Splendid. I feel in need of a tonic. I'm going to look at her.
I tell you, there's something queer going on in this house. Only last night, and I couldn't have been dreaming, a man all made of tin come in, making a noise like a motorcycle backfiring.
You want to be careful what you eat, especially before you go to bed.
All right, Smarty, but you'll see. Something's going to blow up in this house one of these days.
Silly till.
Blimey, you can't half put that stuff away, can't you?
Well, thanks to the beer ducks. See you at tea time.
Gave me quite a start creeping in like that after what I've been through. What are you looking at me like that for? Ain't me hat on straight?
My dear lady, are you feeling better? We found you in the garden, a little tipsy.
Tipsy? Me tipsy? Why, that's an insult to us Rileys. Do you know there isn't enough of this stuff in the world to make me dizzy, never mind tipsy?
Won't you sit down? You must be tired.
Oh, you're a real gentleman, you are. Do you know you're the first man that's ever been nice to me since the curate took us girl guides out camping?
When I came in, I saw you looking at that painting. Do you like bats?
No, I hate them. They give me cold shivers up and down my brisket.
It's a great pity. That happens to be my brother.
Well, I'd like to be going now. You see, I let me bit of scrag on to simmer.
Wouldn't you prefer a nice, juicy steak about 2 inches thick, underdone, lovely and red in the middle?
Oh, lead me to it, lead me to it. And I promise you I won't split on your butcher.
Liver for breakfast. Plenty of liver with the blood running out of it.
Oh, my darling man. Do you want the emergency ration?
No. I want you to stay here and work for me. You shall have steak and liver every day. All day. You need feeding up.
Oh, yes, I'd love to. But I must be going now. It's Mr. Higgins. It's me rent.
Wait. If you work for me, here, you'll be able to buy a row of houses.
Fivers, and not a bookie inside to grab them.
Then it is settled. My housekeeper will look after you.
Thank you. This is not enough. I mean, it's too much. Thank you, sir.
And don't strain yourself, my lovely little Group 3.
Well, may I be bitten if he's not smitten.
You know, I have never seen anyone so excited about eating liver. I mean, that's disgusting. Do any of you out there like liver? Well, if you do, you're wrong, because it's disgusting. Now, look, that's just my opinion. But I'm right.
This engine's still warm.
Say, did you see the skid marks out here? They go at a direct right angle to the direction of travel.
No digs in the macadam either. Somebody was hurt. There's blood all over this thing.
What is this black menace that kills everything it sees and hears? No human mind could imagine the enormous destructive power of this maddened, killing thing. If you're young people in love, look out. If you're driving a lonely road, you're as good as dead.
There's been a lot of livestock missing lately. That doesn't make headlines, but now it's people.
Never in the history of the United States, a monster of such size and power and horrifying hatred of man.
What's happening to the lights?
While you are here, Mrs. Riley, you will see a great many things that you will not understand. Tilly, this is Mrs. Riley. You will share your room.
How'd you do? And a very nice room it is, ma'am. A very nice room indeed. And a nice bit of cold comfort, too.
I hope you will be very happy with us, Mrs. Riley.
I'm sure I shall, ma'am. I'm sure I shall. And may the saints sprinkle you with sailors on shore leave. Have to make myself at home.
Well, I shouldn't bother if I was you. You won't last long. None of them does.
Oh, so they doesn't, do they? Well, let me tell you something. I'm here for keeps. And another thing, the boss has got a crush on me. So put that in your smoke and pipe it.
Well, old crackpot stuck on you. Don't make me laugh.
You laugh on the other side of your face one of these days, my fine lady. And don't you call that darling man a crackpot.
Well, it's time you got your mind off men. It's your time of life.
At my time of life, I may look a bit of a tug end on the outside, but on the inside, I have a heart like a girl going to the Paladin dance for the first time. Excuse me.
And what makes you think the governor's got a crush on you?
You ought to have seen him pleading for me to stay on his bare knees when I told him I was going home.
Well, how'd you get here?
It was a dream. In fact, it was worse than a dream. It was an awful nightmare. I dreamt I was being kidnapped by a tin man.
A tin man?
Yes, that's what he was.
A man all covered in tin lime?
Yes, all dressed up and done up like a tin of Russian crab.
Oh.
Ah, go on. It was only a dream, brought on by too much of that lovely leafy water.
No, it wasn't, because I've seen it too.
Have you?
Crikey, you're not going to take any chances, are you? What's that?
That's my pin-up man.
Blimey.
I don't like being watched when I'm having my breakfast. Why don't you go and play with your top?
Master's orders. He told me to see that you eat it all up.
Ah, the darling man. He said I wanted building up in my satellite area.
You're being got ready.
You ought to get that seen to before it becomes a habit, Lofty.
Are you ready for your light task, Mrs. Riley?
Light task? I am so full of underdone, I can scrub every overdone doorstep from Land's End to John O'Groats.
Oh, no, the master does not wish you to wear yourself out. Just lightly dust the dining room.
Lightly dust?
Lightly dust.
Just a flick here and there.
That is all.
Goody, goody, I'm going to love this job.
Oh, sorry.
I don't get it.
Hey, Frida, just a minute. What's a professor do with all these women?
It is better for you not to know, Muggsy.
Yeah, but I've been...
It might upset your very delicate mental balance.
Shh. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Here is your liver, Mrs. Riley.
Oh, my liver's all right today, but yesterday I had a terrible time with me floating kidney.
I said, here is your liver.
Oh, I thought you said, how is it?
For your 11s.
I'd rather have a bottle of stout.
The master's orders, you are to have liver. See that Mrs. Riley finishes up her liver, Hitchcock.
You bet I will, ma'am.
Archie, liver from the 11s.
You're being got ready.
Being got ready for what?
You'll see.
And I thought I'd seen everything.
Specially prepared for you by the master. Eat it. What are you doing here?
I'm on my beat now.
Does your beat include the kitchen?
He's beaten a little bit in the front. Now he's going to beat the little bit at the back. Aren't you, Freddie?
Yes, Mum.
Eat it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. One old bag full, ma'am.
Blood if you weren't right, the boss must have fallen for you.
Yes, I don't know how he held his passion back. His eyes were all aglow, and they were so hot, he scorched me collarbone.
You're being got ready.
You're telling me?
Lovely day.
Yeah, swell.
Nice and fresh.
Yeah, I hope so.
And the funny thing about all these girls disappearing.
Yeah.
Just seem to vanish into thin air. Makes you think, don't it?
Haven't found out yet where they get to, have they?
No. Investigations are proceeding. What are all these things?
Say, why don't you scram and knock off a motorist for parking?
I'm not doing any harm, am I?
Not yet. They're for an experiment of the professor's. He don't like people tampering with him.
All right, keep your hair on. I was only interested.
Say, let's get this lot in before the cop comes back.
No, this is too much. I only wanted a teeny-weeny piece. Just a snack.
Peter says you've got to eat it all up.
But I'm full up to my high water mark already.
What, you back again?
Funny things to have around the house, I must say.
Are you looking at me?
They look like Egyptian mummies. Still, everyone to his own taste, I suppose.
What are you talking about?
There's a van outside. They're unloading a lot of mummies. I could have sworn they were dead bodies myself.
Well, a mummy is a dead body, isn't it? I tell you, there's some queer things going on, and I don't like it.
Quickly. Say, am I glad to see the last of these. There's a cop snooping around.
Don't bother about the copper, Mugsy. I'll take care of him.
Blimey.
Oh, my heart. Oh, I don't know how I got through it.
I don't know how you're going to get over it.
For 2 million years in these subterranean caves, a creature of superhuman evil was entombed in a wall of ice, waiting to be free, waiting to live again. Travel with us on a journey into a world where nightmare becomes reality.
Are you telling me that an ape that lived 2 million years ago got onto that crate, killed the baggage man and put him in there?
Yes, I am. It's alive. It must be.
Travel with us, if you dare, on the Horror Express.
We'll search the train and find it, whatever it is, and destroy it.
But if it's alive...
I want this kept quiet. I don't want to panic the passengers.
The malignant power of this creature is indestructible, transferring its force from mind to mind, from body to body.
Beast is not dead. I put 4 bullets into him.
You think evil can be killed with bullets? Satan lives.
The animal that you shot was only the host. It's alive in someone on this train.
You saw his eyes. One look at them and you're dead.
Anything that moves near that door, kill it!
Run. Run for your life. Hide, but you can't escape. No one can stop the fury and the terror of the Horror Express.
Julia, darling. Marie Lantern, you had better lock that young man up somewhere until we can dispose of him. He's liable to become tiresome. She'll be all right. Rita, let me know when she is fully recovered and move her to the laboratory.
Chum, I want the station.
Do you want the old station or the new station?
I don't mind whether it's an old station or a new station. The station!
We've got a very nice fire station.
I don't want the fire station. I want the police station.
Will that one do?
Oh, I've come to report the theft of our car.
It was stolen by some fellow from behind the Iron Curtain.
Oh, wait here, will you please?
Sir.
Humphrey, you can't drink that here.
Can't I? I'm going to have a jolly good try. Wacko!
Police! Police! Snakes alive! Have I been christened or launched? I'm sunk, I'm swamped, I'm adrip! Police! Police!
Here, what do you think you're doing?
Come on once, all of you,
Here,
the lot!
let me go.
Take your hands off that officer or I'll run you in for contempt.
But it's the vampire, I tell you. I found him, and the girl you're looking for. He'll do her in, I tell you. Come and save her before he does her in and turns himself into a bat like his brother did.
Are you crazy?
Yes, no, I mean, hurry!
Bring her over here.
But I'm telling you. Excuse me, this is no time or place for slap and tickle. I want you to come and get him before he does her in.
Who's going to do who in?
The vampire and that girl, Miss What's her name, he's got her tied up like a mummy in his lab, in his chemist shop. Oh, save her, before he does her in and turns her into a real mummy.
Sergeant, she smells of gin.
Of what?
Gin.
Who does?
You do.
Are you addressing your remarks to me?
Yes, I am.
Why, I've never touched a drop.
Why, you're pickled in it.
Say that again. Say that again.
You're pickled in it.
Are you aware to whom you are addressing those insulting remarks? I am a lady, and I defy you to prove it.
Sergeant, take a whiff yourself.
Blimey. You could wring her out like a barcloth.
Don't be so insulting and personal.
Drunk and disorderly.
Drunk and disorderly? Me? Drunk and disorderly? Why, I've never drawn a soberer breath in my life. I came here to tell you to get the vampire before he turns himself into a bat.
Your bat's all right. I'm going to run you in for assaulting an officer. Drunkenness and insubordination.
Oh, you are? Are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Get over here, will you? Now,
I'm a respected lady, and I...
silence. Name.
Riley, and don't you shout at me.
Silence. Address.
14 Russian Road. I'll settle you all. Give me my wife.
What is going on here? Order! What do you think you are now? In the room? Come on, come to me. Don't you mind about that. Hello, is that Scotland Yard? Well, it's a false alarm.
Call yourself policeman. I'll teach you to manhandle an old woman like me. You blue-nosed baboons. I'll save her myself.
She'll come to about midnight.
Yes, master.
You're among friends.
Among friends.
Now try and remember. Where did you leave the chart? You know the chart I mean. Your father gave it to you to take to the British Foreign Office.
There it is, the copy, all nice and strong.
Thank you.
Oh, I say, doesn't this room smell stuffy?
Mrs. Riley, please go to bed. There is a good soul.
A good soul, and yesterday I was your little group 3.
Please go. You're disturbing my patient.
To bed.
You were going to tell me where you left the chart. Now, where is it?
There you are, all the winners, and a nice new murder in Mortlake.
Get out! Get out and stay out! I don't ever want to see you again! Go, woman, go! Where is it?
Tilly! I've never been so insulted in all my life. That man's a monster! A monster!
I thought he was keen on you.
Leading me up the garden path with his steaks and his liver, the double-twisting son of a sea serpent, and now he's been and gone and sacked me.
Sacked you? Oh, Mrs. Riley, don't say I've got to sleep on my own again.
Tilly, look! It's her!
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Read it. I broke my glasses.
Riddle of the missing girl. Miss Julia Loretti was bringing with her a chart of an important uranium deposit.
Yes, that's right, I heard him. It was all about the chart. He was trying to excavate information from her.
Here, listen to this.
The chart.
Yes. Where is it now?
I haven't got it.
I know. But where is it?
The police are looking for a man named Anton Deschamps, who they believe may assist their inquiries. They're all in it. Philip and Frida and that monkey Mugsy. They're all in it. Every man jack of them. They're loved.
Hello, Frida. We were just talking about you.
Where are you going, Mrs. Riley?
I'm going home. I've got the sack.
And I've got the sack, too.
The master has changed his mind. You can't stay.
Oh, no, I can't stay. I've been sacked, and once sacked, I stay sacked. Nobody's going to mess about with me. Besides, I'm glad I'm sacked. I like being sacked, I do.
Too.
Nevertheless, you will stay.
But I can't stay. I'm not going to stay. I belong to a union, I do, and I work 24 hours a day, not counting Mondays to Fridays.
Here. You can't work 24 hours a day if you belong to a union.
Yes, I can.
How?
Because I belong to 24 unions. And I work 1 hour a day for each union.
Oh, I see. What?
Where is it now?
I haven't got it.
I know. But where is it?
Yes, master.
We tried a shock treatment.
Tilly and the woman Riley have seen the evening paper. There is a picture of Miss Loretti in it. They know too much.
Lock them up.
I have.
I will deal with them after Miss Loretti has spoken.
They may have taken Dick Barton off the air, but the memory lingers on.
How do you know it's going to lead to a secret passage?
I'll tell you later. After this, I'll never lock a mouse up in a wardrobe again.
How are we going to rescue Miss Loretti?
I let you up to the front door. I'll cop the girl, you cop the copper, and we'll cop the lot. Wait till I get me back out of the lot. It's solid brick. Anyone got a pick?
Oh, a fire. Oh, Mrs. Riley. Oh, Mrs. Riley, where have you gone? Where have you been to? I'm coming with you, Mrs. Riley. Oh, Mrs. Riley, I'm It's locked. Oh, I'm getting scared. Scared?
I'd like to see a lot of men scare me. I remember the time down at the old bull and... Tilly, if anything happens to me, you'll find my insurance card in the tea caddy.
Old Mother Riley is dangerous with that flashlight. You know, you'd think she'd be curious seeing a naval officer running around the house. Maybe ask him for help, but no. Twice, in fact. Do you love horror, science fiction, B-movies, horror hosts, old-time radio, just plain spooky stuff? Then you should sign up at patreon.com/Lord Blood-Rah. You'll be supporting the production of Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Theater, presenting the best, worst, and wildest horror films ever made. Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium, featuring the best of old-time radio horror. Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour, showing classic 1950s sci-fi shows for Star Cadets of all ages. Plus, you'll get exclusive access to bonus content like Behind the Curtains of the Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium, a deep dive into radio horror. Lord Blood-Rah's B-movie reviews, a look at a classic low-budget drive-in feature, and much more. Sign up today at patreon.com/Lord Blood-Rah for the love of horror.
Okay, banga banga.
Since when do you talk a native language?
I just started today.
Well, what do you say?
What do you say? I don't even know what I said.
I need you, oh, my do I, baby? Of course I do. Duke Mitchell and Sammy Petrillo turn an island paradise into the zaniest madhouse in the 7 seas. Charlita puts a gleam in Duke Mitchell's eyes. Your smile only added life to your masquerade. Muriel Landers puts the whammy on Sammy.
Sammy!
Run for your life! Go on, get out of here. Run for your life.
Ramona, the romantic chimp, takes off on a romantic chase of her own.
Strange. But interesting.
Really think so? What a charming compliment.
Bela Lugosi finds the perfect subject to turn a gorilla into a goof, and versa versa.
Look, what are you trying to tell me? I don't understand a word. What am I, dumb or something? Don't answer that. Now look, Duke Mitchell, I'm running this game, you understand? And don't talk back. Yeah, now put it on, because we got to get out that door.
Now back to My Son the Vampire, where Julia, remember her, is about to undergo shock treatment to make her divulge the secret of the uranium that she has hidden somewhere, I think. But let's see.
Proceed, my dear Anton. Connect these. This will make her talk.
Did you hear that?
Will I ever forget it? Oh, if I was only back in Wrackin Row.
There must be somewhere out. Oh, look!
If I get out of this, I'll never touch a drop of stout again. Yoo-hoo! This way, Tilly. This way.
Let's go this way.
No. This way, Tilly.
No,
this way. Come on.
No, this way. No, this way.
Pardon me. Excuse me.
Oh, what's this? It's his coffin.
Perhaps we can hide in it.
Not me, it's probably full of mummies.
Come on, now, no there. Mummy, open the door. This is Daddy.
Come on, let's get out the window, quick.
Come on, open up.
They got through the window.
Head them off.
The Riley woman has disappeared, Master.
Yes?
The chart. I left it on board. It is in the purser's safe.
At last. Nothing can stop us now. We leave for the Fernwood at once.
Fernwood. That's the ship that Miss Loretti came on.
We must tell the police.
Order the car, Frida. Before we go, we must destroy all evidence, Master. Of course.
He's nothing but an old vampire.
A vampire?
Yes, a vampire in wolf's underclothing. He told me his brother was a bat.
Well, I'll go and fetch my Freddy, and you hang on here and keep guard. Come and help me over the wall. Come on. Oh, these. Come on, give me a leg, huh?
Oh, these.
Oh.
You realize, Miss Loretti, that I must dispose of you. But I have a horror of bloodshed. It's such waste.
What are you going to do?
Look at this fuse. Will it reach us the destructor unit? If you know no more, I can assure you it will be quite painless. Goodbye.
Quick, help!
Shh. Don't go away, and I'll have you out of that in a couple of shakes of a nannygoat's tail. If I can find a nannygoat.
Mark 1 will take care of Mrs. Riley, if she is still here. Won't you, Mark 1? A perfect murder, my dear Frida. Woman found killed by a robot, an Iron Man. Yes, we make history.
From ancient Genesis to the modern screen, is the name written in blood. Iga!
If I could just call you on the phone. The code of the ghost at the sign of the toad. Nobody lives on the Brownsville Road.
Thrill to the newest recording star, Archibald Jr.
Oh, they're screaming this way.
See ravishing Marilyn Manning in a thrilling, chilling story. The last of the prehistoric giants sees his first girl.
Noah.
Curious newsmen search deep in giant country for the last of the ancient cavemen. See a tough giant tamed by the soft hands of his captive woman. See him sacrifice his ageless beard for her love. Then lose her to a boy in a dune buggy, escaping a burning desert. Iga's primitive passion was love or kill. Hear Iga talk, the ancient language of love, used at the beginning of time. See Iga!
Now, on to the conclusion of My Son the Vampire, followed by the cranial cavity search, and then something else.
I've never heard
heard so much poppycock in all my life. You've been seeing too many films.
I tell you, there's murder in that house. Well, are you going to break in or not?
Well, without a search warrant, it's as much as my job's worth.
It'll be more than your job's worth if you don't. Poor Mrs. Riley, she might be dying. She might be in need of a blood transfusion.
Oh, all right.
Well, be quick.
Well, you come up to the station with me. If the sergeant wants to poke his nose in, well, then that's up to him.
Well, be quick, then.
Go away. Go away. Don't follow me. I don't want you. Don't want you. I never touch anything in kids since I got toenail poisoning. Go away. I'm coming twice. I won't tell you.
We'll soon get you out of this. Have you got a penknife? Have you got a spanner? You can't refuse. I'm here to save you. And save you I will. Do it now. No. Never mind about that. We'll talk about that later. I'm here to save you first. That's one loose. Get on way, aren't we? Over there. Pull it out. Oh, you mean the fuse? Oh, this one. I did say something. Whoa! I mean, there's no time for this. Come on, break away. Break away! No necking in the trenches.
Who am I calling?
The police.
What's the number?
999.
Oh, yes.
Calling all cars B Division. Calling all cars B Division. A black Humber Pullman. License number BRK 504. Stop and detain occupant. That is all. 4 and 6 Y Division. Proceed at once to Tilbury Docks. Man known as Professor von Hoosen, believed to be making for SS Fernwood. He is dangerous. Stop and detain. That is all.
Do you want the whole room to yourself?
No sign of it here. We drank last night. The police! Orlando, look out!
Drop the gun, Morgan.
This is the end!
Assume the position and open your minds wide. It's time for your
Cranial cavity search.
Yes, my lords and ladies, the cranial cavity search. Here's a chance for you great geeks out there to prove your geek cred by showing what you know. And tonight's cranial cavity search question is: world-famous droid C-3PO, of Star Wars fame of course, was portrayed and voiced by British actor Anthony Daniels. But originally, another actor was considered to do the voice of 3PO. Which actor was it? A. Orson Welles. B. Mel Blanc. C. Roddy McDowell. Or D. Paul Frees. Which actor might have done the voice for C-3PO? We'll find out after these voices batter your brain a while. Hey, geeks! Want more Lord Blood-Rah? To help support the show and get exclusive content found nowhere else, sign up at patreon.com/Lord Blood-Rah. And the answer to tonight's cranial cavity search question: which actor was considered to do the voice of C-3PO? It was B. Mel Blanc. Yes, my lords and ladies, Mel Blanc, legendary voice actor who gave us the voices of Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Yosemite Sam, Barney Rubble, far too many characters to name. He might have also been C-3PO, but upon hearing the voice that Anthony Daniels was using for the droid, he told the producers, just go with him. It sounds fine. And now, my lords and ladies, our short film surprise. I have probably hosted more films in the Nerve-Rackin' Theater starring Bela Lugosi than any other actor. Now, part of that is probably due to his prolific film career, but a lot of it has to do with the fact that he did a vast number of films for Poverty Row studios, low-budget studios like Monogram and PRC, and the vast majority of those fell into the public domain, which is a great boon for we horror hosts. Well, my lords and ladies, without further ado, I give to you a Tremulous Trailers tribute to the Poverty Row films of Bela Lugosi.
Attempting to solve the disappearance of a beautiful girl, the East Side Kids invade a haunted mansion and come face to face with sinister Bela Lugosi. The kids take the first round, but that's only the beginning of this terrifying night.
Say goodbye, Jules. You never left me without saying goodbye.
No clues, no fingerprints, no motive, nothing.
But surely if a man was choked to death, there would be imprints on his throat.
Why in the world do you stay in this place?
We can't leave.
Suicide or murder in the shadow of a nation's capital. The screen's master of horror, Bela Lugosi, has the answer to this mysterious death. Lugosi as the madman on a mission of vengeance. Vengeance against 6 men who plot the destruction of a country at war.
You've turned weakling, Van Dyke. We can't afford to take any chances with you.
You were both very accommodating, Mr. Ryder. Thank you.
When a young woman's nerves commenced to give way, it is time she sought refuge in a strong man's arms.
I just ran into yours.
Mine might be dangerous.
Alice, you were right. There was a body in the cellar last night.
You know that?
I'm positive of it. Only there were 2 bodies.
At last, we meet. call you Saki.
Feel myself going back to the animal instinct. I lock myself in there with him, feeling that I might do something terrible.
Billy! Billy!
Yes, listen. A young girl just left here, alone.
Don't be frightened. We won't hurt you.
Let me out.
I'm afraid that is quite impossible. I need you.
You need me?
Yes.
Hospital.
That was quite a body of work, and it didn't even include all the classic Universal horror films he was in. All of these films were low-budget, poverty-row potboilers in which he gave 100% of his talent. Now, Bela Lugosi died in 1956, and his career was pretty much over by then. In 1957, the Shock Theater movie package was sold to television, bringing most of the classic Universal horror films to TV for the first time, and they were a smash hit. Not only inspiring interest in all the classic horror films and actors, but also creating the golden age of horror hosts, a tradition which I am proud to be a part of. Had Bela Lugosi lived one more year, he might have seen a resurgence in his career. But as it is, it's up to we horror fans and horror hosts to keep Bela's legacy alive. I come to praise Bela, not to bury him. Ha ha! Well, my lords and ladies, I want to thank you all for watching, and I want to invite you all back again next week when we'll do whatever this is all over again. Ha ha! As always, I am Lord Blood-Rah saying, geek out.